Empower Network username, you'll notice that these links start going to that username for Empower. Okay? So there we go. So that's how you use that page. So if you want to use this fact page, we are replacing a couple of videos here soon. So, like this first video is going to be all about the Prosperity Team, the benefits of our team. So I think it'll be kind of cool to start promoting. All right, here's a link I found. Okay, this one, the first link is basically, I'll just give you guys examples of what he's talking about. This is the link for guests. So any of you guys who are guests on this webinar, this tells people about the Prosperity Team and how they get involved. And we tell them, you know, if you're not an Empower, get with the person who invited you, join with them. If you already are, join EZMM with the person who invited you. So that's kind of what that's how the Prosperity Team works. Okay. And then the second one, this is our mastermind that we're on right now. And this is for team members, sometimes guests if you invite someone personally. You take a sneak peek into our team. And that's the mastermind we're on right now. So that's just some clarification on what those links are. It looks like you're thinking that you should be promoting those links. You're not really supposed to be promoting those links, ever. Okay? You can invite people personally to our team training if you'd like, but I would never promote those links for marketing. Does that make sense? Because it's not meant to be a marketing tool. It's meant to be a personal invite to our team training. That's kind of what that's meant for. You can, if you want, like I think he was talking here, he wants to build a list, okay, using the page. But again, that page wouldn't make sense to anybody, just so you guys know, because this page right here, I'm talking to people who have gone to this mastermind, so they won't even know what you're talking about if you use this video as a lead generation. So yeah, just ixnay on this whole process that you're trying to do here. If you want to create your own capture page and your own video, then do that. But if you want to use this page, that's fine. It's just remember, I'm talking to people who came to the mastermind. Like if you listen to the video, I'm saying, hey, thanks for showing up to our mastermind. Here's more about our Prosperity Team. So it might not make sense as a lead generation tool. Make sense? All right. And but yes, they do offer I think GVO does offer a pretty cool templates and things like that you can pay for if you want. If you want to learn how to do all that design and learn how to do all the capture page stuff. I suggest you, until you're making money, skip that portion. Anyone else have that same advice? Before you start learning how to create capture pages, I'm thinking you should skip building them. Okay? And then once you're making some decent money and you go learn how to make capture pages, then that's all good. But just use our pages for now. That's my a part of the daily action assignment directs posting to Facebook 3 times a day. Multiple accounts, assume you have 5. So top 5 social media sites they have. What's the best tool to posting to multiple accounts per determined schedule? Your job permits me doing this strategy throughout the day. If this will do what you're saying, posting it to multiple social sites or not. I haven't actually got it yet, but I'm looking into that. Okay. I've used Hootsuite for this in the past. I just don't really like what Hootsuite looks like when it posts. Okay, cool. So that's the statement. So yeah, basically I would start using Hootsuite for now until you find a better one. Doesn't social media bar do that? No, it doesn't. Social media bar though, and this is actually a good tip. Sometimes some people get 505 errors with it, so I don't know what's up with that. But one cool thing about social media bar is when you put a link here. So let's see. What's one of our blogs? So Empowerment Day. Empowerment Day, December 7th. Let me grab today's post, for example. Empowerment Day. Empowerment Day. And then image URL, I'll just grab this one. So let's say I create this link. One of the following image extensions. Okay, so I must not have grabbed a PNG. Oh, I did, but there we go. Okay, so here's what it looks like now. So the one thing I like about social media bar is it allows you to have a lot of the things at the top with the click of a button. So yeah, that is kind of cool. So you can like it, you can tweet it, LinkedIn it, share it there, and Google Plus it by just clicking those buttons. So that is kind of cool. It doesn't automatically do it, and you can't automatically set it to do it in the future, but it naturally does it, and it's just with the click of a button at the top. So that is a good point, and I'm glad that you brought that up. I'd like to have an opt-in box. Again, list building, rewards with a PDF. What's the best way to do this? Okay, here's the deal, guys. There's a video out there showing you how to put an opt-in box on your Empower blog. Has anyone figured out how to do the GVO one? I actually haven't even looked at it to see if GVO opt-in box works on the sidebar. I know some people got the Aweber one to work, but I don't know about the GVO one. So I'll test that out today, and maybe I'll teach on that on Monday if I figure out how to do that. Oh, you have to put it into an iframe? Okay. So I'm sure anything will work if it's just an iframe. So if you're just putting it into an iframe, then yeah, I'm sure any opt-in box will work then. So yeah, I'll give you guys that training on Monday or something like that. We'll cover some of that a little bit more in detail. But yeah, basically what you would do is you would create your PDF and you'd put it as the first message of your autoresponder. Aweber allows you to attach it, which I actually don't like. I don't like attaching stuff to emails because then people think it's like a virus. You know what I mean? No one trusts email anymore nowadays, so I wouldn't put in their mind that you're sending them viruses. All right? So I would just upload the PDF to the internet somewhere. So maybe your blog, if you have a personal blog, or on your hosting somewhere. Dropbox. Okay, good. There we go. Dropbox is another one. Post it somewhere, and then just put the link to it in your email, in your first email. And then create your page or your opt-in box, put it on your WordPress blog. We'll cover the iframe thing on Monday. Okay, Google Docs. There we go. Thanks, Steve. I knew there was an easy one I didn't even think about. But yeah, Google Docs is the perfect place because it's Google. If you put a Google Doc link in the Gmail or in an email and you send it out, do you think Google's going to block that link? Probably not. It's their own link. So good stuff. So anyway, that's what we'll do. We'll do some iframe training on Monday on how to get that in there. Calls it Drive now. Okay. Thanks for bringing that out, Mary. Yeah, I was kind of confused too. They call it Drive instead of Docs now. Is it possible to have a private page viewable by a direct link on WordPress? No. I mean, you can have a private page, but until you publish it, no one can see it. There's a way to password protect a page. I haven't tested that out on Empower yet. I'm sure you can do it though. Has anyone tested it out on Empower yet? So if you go, for example, you go to one of your pages, and I think it has to be a page. It won't be, a post won't work. So it actually has to be public right here. You can make it password protected and then give out that password to people. So yes, if you wanted to put your PDF link on a blog post, so let's say you do an opt-in giveaway, they opt in, and then they go to the PDF link on one of your blog posts, then yes, you can password protect it and say, when you opt in, I'll give you the password to get into this blog post via email or something. And then that way they can't steal your post. Does that make sense? Like, so basically you say opt in and get this free PDF. So they opt in, they go to a page that says they need a password. And they're like, oh man. But in your first page, you can be like, opt in and then we'll send you the password via email. So then in the email, you can give them the password to the page. So then if they put fake information in, now they have to click the back button and real information so they get the password. That's not a bad idea, actually. So for a lot, if you're giving away stuff. Last question, and we'll call it a wrap. Would you go over some tips about setting up the SEO for our YouTube channels in our niche? I also maybe keywords to avoid, or some people are saying YouTube channels are getting closed down for some direct and MLM home-based marketers. Okay, good question. I would target, okay, so here's the thing. I would target keywords that people search related to our niche versus like companies. Because companies is what are targeted right now. Like, for example, a lot of people were saying Empower Network Review, Empower Network Scam, Empower Network this, Empower Network that. And then here's what happens when you do that. There's a group, I don't remember what the group is called, but I remember they have a forum. Okay, they have a forum put together, and what they do is they have a few people that search for popular companies. So they'll literally just type in Empower Network, okay? And they will grab, for example, this person's video. They'll be like, okay, this person's getting a lot of views. Let's grab this video. And they throw it in their forum. And then they all come over here and they all click on flag and spam. Flag is spam, and they report it. And basically they have like a big, huge group of people that go and flag the same video. And they just put all these videos in forums and they try to take out people. And then what happens is YouTube doesn't want to deal with it, so they just delete it. They don't want to investigate. They're too big. Google is, they don't want to, they don't really care. Now, is it going to happen every single time? I'm actually seeing YouTube being a little bit more lenient nowadays, and letting you have your account back. So there's actually been, Tony Rush had his account shut down and he got it back. David Wood had his account shut down and he got it back. There's a few people who've had their account shut down and that they've got it back. So they are a little bit more lenient nowadays on giving your YouTube account back if someone just if a group of people just went and flagged it for no reason. But yeah, there are haters out there that type in company keywords that are popular, and then they just try to shut them down. Just giving you that heads up. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people. It seems like until you're big enough, though, like they don't really target you until you're getting a lot of views. So this person's probably on their radar because he's starting to get up there on views. But anyway, so keywords to avoid is probably company keywords. So what I did is, I really didn't care too much on my channel here. You notice that I don't really have any company keywords. It's all just, affiliate marketing, wife will quit, succeed, online marketers, empowerment day. So you see how I don't really have any company specific keywords whatsoever.